Well, hello again, class. This is your wonderful instructor again, and this is module number 5 over the world beyond words or nonverbal communication. As you're reading through chapter 5 in the book, I want you to really look at what role nonverbals play with verbal communication and other types of communication. And so, what I want you to think about is: do nonverbals complement other types of communication? Do they replace them? Do they contradict them? Do they coincide with other types of communication? It does all these things. And I want you to kind of think about what role nonverbals play with other types of communication. And most people think of that with verbal communication, but just keep in mind all types of communication. So, um, and then keep up with the Keep Weekly discussion for this week. It kind of talks about how verbals and nonverbals interact in overall communication. Also, the assignments are starting to catch up, so I'm gonna post some scores this weekend. And what I really want you to understand about grading is the way I kind of look at it is everything's out of 25, the discussions and then the assignments that you're turning in to the Dropbox. And if they're out of 25, and so if you kind of blew my mind and I hadn't thought of it in that way, or wrote something really inspiring, I guess, or something that really made me think about what you wrote, then you got the full 25. If it was a pretty good assignment and I thought you put some thought into it, then you get 23 or 24 points. If I kind of wasn't sure if you put a whole lot of time in it, then you got 21, 22. And then if I thought you just kind of put some words in the page, it's probably 20 or below. So that's how scorings work. If you have any questions about what I scored you as, you're welcome to email me and discuss it with me, and I'm happy to talk to you. But like I say, scores will start going up this weekend, towards the end of this week as well. So your assignment for this week is over listening, which will be our last assignment before we have our exam, which starts next week, and then it'll be due during 4th of July week. And what I want you to do is I want you to think about a time in which you wish you would have listened when you didn't really listen, and how did it affect your life, and what did you learn from the experience? So you've got that option. You've got two options for this week. Is that option where think about a time you listened, or you wish you would have listened more than you did, and how it affected you, or I want you to interview a person in your prospective career field and think about and ask them how listening is important to their career. You know, what happens if they don't listen? What kind of how does it work with interactions? And then kind of summarize the person you interview's thoughts on that issue. So do one of those two things. I don't have a preference which one you do. And then I want you to write a one-page Times New Roman double-spaced response addressing one of these issues, and that'll be due next Thursday at 5 p.m. So Thursday, let's see, that's the 27th, I believe. Yeah, that's the 27th. So that'll be your last assignment. We won't have an assignment with module number 6, which will come out on Monday, and then we'll have the exam. I'll talk a little about the exam, and that'll be from middle of next week through 4th of July week. So that'll be the first half of the material. We're almost halfway done with the class. So anyway, have a good weekend, and try to stay cool and be ready for the exam next week. That's all. Bye.